So it sounds like you've been experiencing fibers emerging from your scalp. Is that correct? Okay, yes, we do treat that here at the clinic. That is actually one of the more common afflictions that we do treat here. This fiber or particle emergence from the body. And this can result either from some sort of physical irritation in your environment that causes these fibers to emerge. It's almost like your body is trying to create something to distance itself from the source of irritation. We also treat the psychic manifestation of this fiber emergence, and this occurs due to some sort of psychic irritation, and really it's the same principles as the physical irritation. Your body is trying to create a barrier, or your mind is trying to create, in this instance, a barrier between yourself and whatever the source of irritation is. And so I have to ask then, has anyone ever confirmed the existence of these fibers? Are you usually the one to see them and remove them? And normally it's a very solitary kind of activity where you remove these fibers. And yes, like I said, you've never shared this with someone, so that sounds like the possibility could also be psychic in nature. But I would first like to do an examination, of course, to eliminate the physical source of irritation. So if I don't mind, I remove these. And let me just... physical irritant at the moment, so it's a possibility. But as you were saying that you made sure to leave one for me to see. So, where was it? Okay. So I don't, right here, so I don't see one. And of course, this has nothing to do with doubting the veracity of your claims, because like I said, I more often treat the psychic form of this. So you're in good hands. Okay, so head back up for me. And yeah, so I think I can say with a fair amount of certainty that this is the psychic form. So I'm going to try to draw them out, and then we sort of try to understand what caused the irritant, and then we sort of provide closure by burying the irritants, in a shrine in your mind, of course. This is all in your head. So, yeah. Just want you to get really relaxed, because you need to be relaxed for this to kind of work properly. Relaxation is key for allowing the irritants to emerge and for me to remove them. So, sounds can be quite helpful for this. So let's begin with the sort of core sound. Almost like dowsing rods. To draw out the fibers. Or almost like worm fiddling. I just kind of draw fibers out of their homes. Usually the irritant will have to be more thoroughly investigated to understand it. But we've been able to coax it out and get it to take a physical form so we can remove it. I just want to make sure that we removed all the fibers. I'm going to put this on just like this. Fibers out. Yeah, I think we got all of them. In order for me to understand what these might be, what the nature of these might be, I need to see things through your eyes. and kind of get that perspective first. And these are going to allow me to see things from your perspective. Clear the space for the shadow work that we're going to do. So there's a lot of perspectives to be seen, I can already tell. Alright, so from this angle I can see you have stars in your eyes. That's sort of the literal translation, but that kind of means you have big dreams. And that can lead to high expectations. And one of the useful tenets I think of Buddhism is not to be attached to any outcomes. It can lead to disappointment. Really nice aura. The colors kind of tell me something too. Now, these are shadows we know about. This one's kind of similar to the shadows from your Irritants, but it has a lot more rounded edges, more intricate. So it's not exactly the same. Doesn't shine through. Color doesn't shine through. But you do get a sense of the fiber. Perhaps. Okay. Do the grading closer to a smudge. That's standard. So now that we've isolated the irritants from your scalp, and we've investigated their nature, and a lot of it has to do with, clinging to things, just being attached to particular outcomes that, may just not happen the way that you expected. So flexibility will help temper your expectations, I suppose. Okay, so now I want you to relax, and now we're going to build a shrine to these things. It kind of helps to accept them and to identify them and to move on from them, and you can come back, visit them, and they're like guides. They can be like guides. So I want you to imagine endless strawberry fields with this late spring haze, golden haze hovering above, and the sky is blue, and there are birds chirping. You can hear the insect wings humming, and the light is sparkling. Are you in the strawberry fields? Yes, my eyes will appear strange to you. That's because we're in your mind now, so some things are going to look strange. Can you hear the hissing of the bugs? Can you see the strawberries? I want you to remain very calm, very quiet. Focus on healing your scalp, and think about how these irritants came to be where they are. And let's make space for you to lay these to rest. Okay. Can you see? This is where we're going to bury these. And we're going to mark. Each one with a marker. Now come forward. I want you to remember this place. These strawberry fields. And you can remember how to, well, the nature of these irritants and how to avoid them in the future. And if you ever do get any again, just don't hesitate to come